Hey, Shalom, Mashallah. I'm going to start off as always by giving no praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Shem Kodash, double honors to the apostles of GMS and honesty brothers in the work, doing the work of the most on truth and sincerity. It's a quick one. Huge increase. Americans renouncing citizenship surges to record levels. It says Banbridge accounts, New York notes 5,816 Americans renounce their citizenship in IH20. I don't know if that's first half of 2020, maybe. I don't know. It says a 1,210% increase over the prior 6 months ending in December 2019. In all of 2019, about 2,072 Americans gave up their citizenship, right? So, that's telling, right? And made me think of this article that brother shared to me. It says, this is from The Guardian, it says number of UK citizens emigrating to the EU has risen by 30% since Brexit vote, right? But so what does this make you think of? Right, it makes you think of this particular precept, Isaiah 13:14. It says, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land, right? Because basically what the apostles were going into this, man, about how in this particular in this time when these mom and pop shops, they're closing, and they're like, well, we came to America to get a better life, but we can't get that better life, so I'm just gonna go home, right? Now I don't know whether you can have dual citizenship with them, in America, so you can be, for example, have a Chinese nationality and American nationality. I don't know whether that's possible, right? But if you got people that were just there on a visa, that wasn't accounted in that particular article, right? So we don't know how many people that are leaving America, but this is the beginning of all of these things happening. These prophecies are being fulfilled. They're starting to be fulfilled, and it's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. What do I want? This is Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Right, so if anyone out there who's still asleep, you got to wake up out of that sleep, man. Why? Because now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Right, so how are we able to tell this? Because the prophecies are coming to pass, man. Right? That's how we're able to tell. The scriptures, the Lord left these prophecies as clues as to when, we'll be coming towards the end of this man's kingdom. Right, so we're looking. It's like, yo, that's starting to happen. That's happening. We can see the famine is being brewed. We can see Esau showing his fangs. Right, we see Esau pushing the Israelites on the TV, this, that, and the other. Right, so what does that make me think? That makes me think, yo, we near the end. Right, so 2 Moses 9:1 says, he answered me then and said, measured out the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So how do you measure the scriptures? Once again, the prophecies, that's our measuring stick. As more and more prophecies get ticked off, we're like, okay, cool. Well, the chip. Now we're starting to see more and more talk about this chip, right? And we hope it's soon, right? Because when they enforce that chip, we know it's not going to be a long time before we're out of this hell, right? It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? So observe the prophecies, watch the prophecies, and be like, yo, the Lord is coming back, right? Once again, we read that in Isaiah 13, where every man's going to start turning to his own people. All these people that are, I came to England or I came to America for a better life, they're going to start going back to their home country. But the Brexit was kind of, as we read, has started doing that, and this corona is fast tracking that, right? It says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, right? And you've been seeing uproars of the people for a long time. You've been seeing uproars of the people, but more and more, it's happening more and more. You've had the guys that were saying we need to end the lockdown, walking down with their guns and whatever. Then you had these so-called Black Lives Matter movement guys, doing all their protests. And that right now you've got, protests in Beirut because of that blast that happened, right? It says, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before, even from the beginning. Whereas all of these things were prophesied from the beginning, man. These things were meant to happen this way, right? So we're just watching and observing, and we're seeing the beginning of things beautiful, right? Beautiful things, right? So I'll read that again. 5,816 Americans renounced their citizenship in the first half of 2020. I believe that's what 1H20 stands for. It says a 1,210% increase over the prior 6 months, ending in December 2019. That was just a large number comparatively, because there's 350 million people in America, and this is 5,000, right? However, right, this is, we see the direction that this is heading in. This is the things that, starting with the apostles on down, we've been speaking about for a long time, that people are going to start returning home. They're going to be like, look, man, this American dream is over. It's dead. And they go and dip, right? And hey, this is only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse, right? So as always, Lord, I was edifying. Till the next time. Shalom.